天访谈录 SD Talk Show， 我是子天 Schedule。Welcome to SD Talk Show and welcome to Boutique Garden in Houston. So today I have really good two artists driving from Dallas, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Long road, he drove.
Oh, you're running here.
Right. Good runner.
Yes. So welcome Stephen and Frank come to Houston, and we have really good photo shooting today. So I'd like to say hi to our audience. Hi, Steve.
Hello, how are you doing? Hi. Good to see you.
Yeah. Hi.
My first time on TV.
You will come in more on my show. Every time we do shooting, I will interview you.
I'll get better at it.
Yeah, we can share a lot of highlights. I believe the audience will like.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So Steve, I know you are really professional, like genius photographer.
Oh, thank you. That's
Yeah.
very kind of you to say.
Oh, thank
Thank you.
Since we already worked for several times, this is second time.
Yes.
And the last time we worked together, and La Madoli featured me on cover. So our audience wondering you how to evolve for this photo industry, become a photographer.
It's really about creativity, wanting to create art, and being able to do a good expression of art. So it's looking at angles, using lighting. It's more than just taking out a cell phone and snapping a picture. Not to say that that can't be a great picture, but it's really planning and thinking about where the lighting's coming from and how it's going to affect the subject, and making sure that we have everything in focus that we want in focus for the picture. So
Perfect.
it's mostly comes down to planning.
Thank you. Hi Frank, I know you are a great lawyer, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I do for a living.
Yeah.
I do this for fun.
Yeah, but you told me this is more fun than me sitting in the office be a lawyer.
That's right. That's right. And working with Steve's a real pleasure because he is a great artist. Interestingly, his dad and my dad were each photographers coming up, and so
okay.
Steve's dad apparently was a better photographer than my dad because Steve's a better photographer than I am. But we both have long histories with the camera. We started out both using film.
Yeah, but you are better lighting than Steve.
He does a fantastic job on lighting.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah, I'm very proud of that. Mostly the lighting involves less planning and more muscle, just carrying that heavy thing around.
Yeah. I know. I know the photographer has to be flexible. I see you lay down, you put your knees down, you put your head up.
Yeah, so you have to be nimble, be able to get
Awesome.
awkward positions to catch the
Yeah.
picture. So yeah.
So I want to know what's the secret for a good Photoshop if our audience want to learn from you.
The most important part is have something interesting. Don't hone in on the subject itself, because a lot of times the environment. This at the Botanic Gardens was a prime example. A beautiful location, capture not only you the model, but also the beautiful scenery with it. So try and really tell a story with your photograph, and that really goes a long way.
Thank you so much. So I know you are already really good. So
Thank you.
I want to know what's your goal, maybe for future 5 years, 10 years?
My goal is really to just keep getting better. It's always a challenge thinking of different ways to light a portrait. I also like to do product photography as well as portraiture, so I kind of like to get into different genres and experiment and just become a better all-around photographer.
Wow. So how about you, Frank?
So Steve focuses more on models and products. I focus on environmental photographs. So going out landscapes and taking pictures of things I find interesting. So one day I would just like to take a picture that I actually like. I've taken a lot of pictures, but I haven't liked any of them. So maybe today is my lucky day because I took pictures of that tree out there in the garden, the artist tree. We'll see how it goes.
Oh.
And if I like it, I'll send you a copy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So I wondering, you know, when we were kids, when we were really young, maybe elementary school, maybe before that, kindergarten, we always have a dream job. Like maybe some kids say, oh, I want to be a police officer. I want to be an artist. I want to be, you know, a teacher. So how about you guys? You think about, oh, I want to be a top one photographer. Was that a time?
Actually, I wanted to be just independently wealthy without having to. But no, being that my father was a photographer, I've always loved photography, grew up around it, and I've always wanted to be a photographer. But you know, as a kid, you have so many things, like you said, being a fireman at one point, being in the military, being a police officer. So you think of different things that you think are really great and helping people. But you know, I love photography, and I always knew I'd get back into it. I worked with my father for quite a few years back in the 90s, and I left the industry and went to pursue other interests, but I always knew I'd circle back and do photography again, because I really do enjoy it.
Yeah, I can tell you genetic. Yeah. How about you, Frank?
Police officer.
Police officer. Wow, you look like serious. Really serious.
I look like a police officer. Yeah, I've done that a lot in my life, but that's really what I wanted to do. I just accidentally became a lawyer instead.
Oh, but it's a really good job.
Yeah, being a lawyer is paid off. I'm comfortable, but I would like to have been a police officer. I think that desire to serve that Steve mentioned, I've always had that desire to serve. Before I became a lawyer, though, I was a school teacher, so maybe that was my service. Maybe that was my service to others, and my current profession is my service to myself.
Wow, that's good. So I want to tell audience I'm a really lucky one because I did application for be your model. Then you choose me, then you submit for the magazine La Modeling. And we both really surprised for publish that day. I'm featured on the cover. So it's my really honor. You know, maybe in future I will have a long model way.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We will definitely submit the photos we took today to the magazine.
Yeah, for today. Today we totally have 5 outfits. Different branding,
Yes.
collaboration together.
Yes.
So if our audience want to reach out to you, yeah, do you have a contact? Can say, oh,
Yeah, it's BOYD Photography and Creative Art Studio. I do have a website. It's BOYD Photography. I don't think here. It's BOYD.
you can say your Facebook or your Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram is BOYD Photography Art. So they can find me, and that's how actually most people reach out to me is through Instagram.
So the brand is the same, right?
Yeah, I've got an Instagram account, but I really can't remember what it is. But I know Steve.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Our big boss.
Yeah, he knows how to reach me.
Yes.
Yes.
I run, but I can't hide.
Thank you so much for today
thank you very
coming
much.
to my
Appreciate
show, and I really enjoyed today our photo shootings. Hopefully our audience will really like our photo too, then can reach out Steve and Frank.
Thank you. Thank you for having us on your show.
Yeah, thanks so much. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
It's great to see you all. Hope to see you again real soon.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we will see you maybe 1 or 2 months for our summer season.
Okay. Sounds
Today
good.
it's a spring.
It was a spring day for sure, wasn't it?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
这
you.
就是今天的子天访谈录 SD Talk Show，我们下期再见。See you next week SD Talk Show。